Okay, so real quick, I'm going to do a tutorial of crochet, how you can make a granny square blanket, which is really super easy. Um, I am Shane. I love art. Everybody knows. So, crochet. You got knitting and you got crochet. I personally do not know much about knitting, but I know how to crochet. And crochet, you can even do it with hair, but it's a different kind of hair. I mean, it's a different kind of thing. So anyway, real easy. I just want to teach granny squares because it's super duper easy. It's a good way to get started if you're new. Crochet, any kind of art is therapeutic. It's relaxing. That's how you get to get your mind frame. So what granny squares is, it's going to look something like this, similar sorta. Now, obviously, you can use whatever kind of colors you want, whatever you want, yarn. They sell art supplies just about everywhere. This is a different one I'm working on, and you could actually be really specific with your pattern, your color scheme, your whatever. If you want it to be sports team like Steelers, because I'm from the Pittsburgh area, you could do that, black and gold and white and whatever. Makes great gifts, easy, super cheap. It's something to do productive with your time, and like I said, it's stress relief for me, para mí. There was times I had a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress. Some people resort to drugs, alcohol, drink, smoke, whatever, be promiscuous. I just needed to clear my mind, and I just needed to focus on myself. So art is what did that for me. So obviously what you're going to need is like the hooks. So, okay, knitting looks like a stick, like a long stick like this, like a chopstick, but it has a point. This is like a crochet hook, whether you could see there or not. It has like a blunt dull end, and it kind of looks like a hook. Now this is called Tunisian. T-U-N, whatever, Tunisian. And what you could do with this long hook is get the same kind of effect as knitting, where you normally have two sticks, like two chopsticks, and it's going crazy. I don't know super much about that, but I kind of sort of do. Okay, it's so hard to explain, but like the terms. But this is what I've been doing with the Tunisian hook. You can see that there's white yarn, there's a light pink and a darker pink. Now, granted, I've been working with these balls of yarn that are color changing as you go through the yarn. I bought them from Walmart. They're super cheap. This is hilarious because my girlfriend spilled like red wine all over it. She had a foul and she missed her mouth and was cut off. But anyhow, I'm going to teach you like the basics really, really quick. I had started these granny square blankets. I wanted to make them as baby blankets for someone I knew that was close and near and dear to my heart who had twins. And they were fraternal, so I thought like it'd be cool to do a boy color, a girl color. You can do whatever you want. And I actually learned how to crochet from a former co-worker of mine, but it was like this young girl who started all this drama. We're not going to get into that. But probably the hardest thing is getting started, and it gets really easy after that, so I promise you, bear with me. Get any kind of yarn you want, cheap, basic, whatever. I was showing you like the bundle, like the ball of yarn. You can get this integrated, color changing, what do you call that, like a transitional kind. You can get one solid color. You could do your own color. You could go around in a loop, cut it, tie a knot to the other color, and just keep going that way. Really super easy. So, you normally need scissors, and this is the hook I'm using. This one is a K, but ideally for this project, I think you want a J. I found a J right here. They're different colors. And like it has it in really tiny small print, like the milliliters or whatever, millimeters, and the size. So I'm going to use this J. I just like the color of it. You can buy the hooks really cheap, like I said, Walmart or anywhere. And you normally need scissors, and then you tie a knot. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to use a nail clipper just because it's close and it's, I'm a little lazy. I'm not going to get up. So this one I had started, but I'm going to show you how to get started. That's the hardest part. So I'm going to clip this for now, and I'll come back to this later. You see what I'm saying, I hope. Okay, so see how I did that? I just clipped there and there, easy peasy. So when you're getting started, there's like some basics that's good to know. A basic would be like the yarn comes in all different kinds, cotton, rayon, polyester, whatever. You can get some soft ones, you can get some you know, little rough ones. The washing instructions are on the ball of yarn, and you know, you can get them for clearance everywhere. They tell you how to wash them. They tell you everything. And you can get like big bundles for jumbo, and you can feel the difference. But like if you're going to work with the soft one or a thick or a thin one, you kind of want it to be consistent. You don't want to be changing like from bam to bam, unless that's like the look that you're going for and that's what you want. But any which way, I'm going to get right started. So simple thing to do, you have your yarn. It's a tip nobody told me. It's easier to start with the ball yarn on the inside of the ball. You grab the yarn, you pull it out. That way you're working from like a spool kind of mechanism, rather than if you start from the outside of the ball of yarn. As you're doing your project, the ball of yarn is like rolling all over the floor, getting tangled up. Maybe you have a cat. I don't know, because I had a cat and it was like all into the yarn. Some bad cats too that'll just get into it. But the basic thing to get started, the way you get started, you have your yarn here, and you're gonna make it look like what I would say is a pretzel. I don't know how good you can see this, but you kind of make it look like it's a pretzel, okay, or like a heart. And so what you do is you stick this little hook thingy into the one side and in the back of that, and then you just pull it ever so slightly, so it's like look, it made a breast cancer ribbon. So that is called a slip knot, and it's a slip knot because it slides a little bit this way and it slides a little bit that way. No, I was not a Boy Scout or nothing of that nature. So then, okay, easy peasy. So far, so good. I'm trying to have like good lighting and everything, and it's like this is a bad angle because my double chin is showing. But when you're holding your yarn, you kind of hold it like I put my thumb on the flat part and hold on to my project. And I always put my project like the ball of yarn to the left. But this is just me. I'm a right-handed person. So, I mean, I could cut this excess off. I'm not really super worried about it. I'm just showing you for this video. But what you do is when you're holding the yarn, I kind of hold this down just for now. Once I get working on my project, I have something to hold on to, then it's going to be easy. But basically, you hook the yarn, or what they call yarn over. You hook it and you pull it through the loop. And then you're going to keep doing this, and that's called your chain. So we do it 6 times. Yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, pull through. So that's 3, 4. See, I'm messing up already. 4, 5, 6. So basically what we have is a little itty bitty tiny. You know, it looks like a braid or it looks like a chain. It's called chains. We're just making loops is all that we're doing. So now to get a circle going, we want to go back into the beginning where we started, like where our knot would be or whatever. And like, I mean, you could tie a knot if you wanted, but then that's fine. But see, now I'm going to hook and pull through just so, and I'm going to pull all the way through. You never count what's on the hook, what's on the chain of the hook. Like, you never ever count that one. But see how I have like this little itty bitty hole now? I'm going to start doing my work. Like I said, I can clip off this excess. Maybe I'll just clip it off for the sake of, why not? That was a mistake to put that in my mouth. Don't do that. So anyway, though, I feel like I don't have enough time. I fudged up. I'll be right back.